Yes, I return wearing pyjama bottoms because I'm now off work for Christmas and I don't intend on leaving the house until I have to go back to work, because that is what Christmas is all about, being indoors with the heating on, it's cold outside, drinking alcohol, beer, spirits, all that stuff, and eating a shitload of fucking junk food that makes your arse explode. So there's only 2,000-ish views until I hit that million views. I should really stop subscribers and getting subscribers mixed up with views. That just, I know what I mean in my head, it just doesn't come out like that. I mean views. Just over 2,000 views to go, and I have more of the pickups that I got for Christmas. I have the console in front of the camera, not actually in front of the, like literally in front of the camera, not in front of me, in front of the camera that you can see. It's like down there. Yes, it did get re-delivered today by the Royal Mail, and I did get it, so I will show you that, and I have a Sega Saturn game to show you after that. I thought I had more to show you today, but apparently not. I'll show you my slippers. Man's got more kicks than Bruce Lee. So anyway, here we go. What we have here is a blue box. Is it a blue box of botulism? No, it's actually probably the worst box variety, I would have thought, of this console. And as you can see, possibly I'll get it in close there, but I don't actually have anything in this room currently. Well, I should have actually turned the TV on so I can see what the camera's actually doing, but I didn't, like an idiot, so I don't know whether it's focusing and you can see it, but I will guess that you can see it. As you can see, it's a Nokia box, and inside this Nokia box is some cardboard. See there? And behind the cardboard is, with its battery compartment falling off, a Nokia N-Gage QD. This is actually the third Nokia N-Gage that I have owned, but it is actually the only one that I now own. I had the original, like the massive one, where you had to take the battery out to put a new game in. And yeah, that was pretty shit, to be honest. But saying that, it was so easy to pirate games for these systems. They use MMC cards, which are similar to SD cards but have a different kind of pinout. So yeah, you'd just buy an MMC card and you would bang it. Well, on the original, you'd have to take the battery out and put it in. You just bang it in, and you could put quite a few games on there, just download them off the internet and pirate it, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and then I later on I kind of missed it a little bit, so I got the QD for a cut down price at the time, I think. So yes, I thought it was a little bit bigger. I remembered it being a little bit bigger, but yes, feels a little bit spongy to press the buttons. But yeah, the only problem with this console is that my phone provider is free, and I basically asked around at my mum and dad's earlier if they had any old SIM cards, and they had an old free SIM card, and it was one of the micro ones, and this takes the old school big SIM cards, and I was trying to kind of balance it so it'd make contact, and when it did, it just said rejected SIM, and it transpires something to do with the SIM cards on the 3 network. They do not operate at all on 2G, so they have some sort of instruction. They have an instruction to switch straight to 3G that these phones don't understand. So I've been on the internet on my phone. I've ordered a Vodafone SIM card, an EE SIM card, and an O2 SIM card. It's supposed to be unlocked to all networks. but hopefully one of them will work, if not all of them, and I'll be able to play the games, because these phones of this era, you just couldn't use them without a SIM card. So yeah, that kind of sucked. And obviously in the box you get the battery, the headset thing that I hope's never been used, and a Nokia charger. So everything you need to get going with that. Yes, yay, fucking masturbating over it. And using the channel revenue from last month, I picked up Splinter Cell Chaos Theory for the N-Gage. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. And it says here, made in Korea. I would assume that's South Korea, because, well, the other Korea is too busy trying to design missiles. So yeah, I had a look at the review scores for these Splinter Cell games on the N-Gage, and they were strong. Like, oh, you know, they got over 8 out of 10. So should be a pretty decent game. I will have played it, to be honest, previously, but I don't really remember that much about it. So yes, anyway, a Sega Saturn game. This was the game that didn't get delivered along with the N-Gage, so obviously I had this re-delivered as well, and you see there, and it is boxed and complete. The discs in there, it's in pretty good condition for a Saturn disc, because they are notorious for rattling around in the boxes. Some of these big kind of plastic EA boxes aren't too bad, but yeah, I don't really know anything about this game. It looks like some sort of futuristic flight sim shooter type thing. So yeah, basically I picked up an N-Gage and a Saturn game and an N-Gage game, and I can't play the N-Gage because I don't have a SIM card. So there you go, getting closer to that 1,000,000 views mark, and I'm out of here. Gonna drink me some 0-calorie fucking energy drinks. Pretty much the most pointless thing ever. And just hibernate and shit in a pit of my own feces. I'm out of here.